Hey everybody, welcome to our newest Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl Wi-Fi battle. Today's match is someone I found on the 2020-2021 battle code by the name of Eli. I want to show you guys a brand new team, same team I used last time, featured around Walrein, and today you will get to hear Jocko's Roar or Walrein. As always, got a choice scarfed Porygon Z, special defensive Obama Snow, mixed attacking Mew, Technotop, Life Orb, Sheer Force, Nidoqueen, and Jocko himself. Let's go ahead and get into it and see how it went down. I'll have the updates for you at the end. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get right into this battle. My opponent is going to be leading off with the Selectivire, and I am going to be leading off with Mr. Snowmiser. As always, if you enjoy the music that we're kicking in today's show, drop that comment down below and let me know, and I got a really good game for you here versus Eli. So I'm going to go ahead and get up my snow warning as the Selectivire. Now, this is one of those retro moments, okay? We just like to look back at them and wave at them. I'm like, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, Sword and Shield. Moves got changed around. So, this Selectivire does not have Fire Punch. I'm just going to make the assumption and the thought that it does not have Fire Punch. Right? You guys with me? I'm going to assume incorrectly and get bopped by this Fire Punch, but Mr. Snowmiser is a beast. Not going to sing that for you, by the way. It's based on that Christmas song. But I have enough ability here to get the Hail damage residual, the Earthquake damage, and then the Ice Shard damage, which is enough to take out this massive threat being Electivire. Now, getting this thing out of the way is so crazy. You know, back in old Diamond and Pearl days, back when there was camera Wi-Fi? Yeah, imagine that, right? Remember that time? Oh, God. Back when a time when Jaden Yuki Survives in Maryland played? Man, that was so long ago. Everybody was like so stoked to see Maryland's second team. God, I remember those days like yesterday. He's going to bring in this Gallade, and I'm like, okay, this thing is going to go for Shadow Sneak, something like that. I was like, okay, so I need to find something to take this. I decide to go, I have two options there. I can go into Hitmontop or Porygon Z. Either one works out either way. By the way, I realized that this is not the way that we were trying to get things working, but big shout-outs to Angel9091 for once again spending about 2.5 hours the other day for helping me try to get things set up. Man, you are a trooper and awesome and amazing, and I just want to let you know that. He decides to surprise me with this Drain Punch, which, I mean, it makes sense, because he was probably predicting me to predict him to think he had Shadow Sneak to go into Porygon Z to just eat this oncoming Drain Punch, which absolutely would have ruined Porygon Z. Choice Scarf is definitely something I want to reserve later on, especially if I get that special attack increase as I switch in. So I was like, okay, I gotta figure out what I want to go into. Now, I'm like, maybe Psycho Cut, right? Psycho Cut, Psychic, anything like that. Mainly Psycho Cut, physical attacks from Gallade. He goes for a Dazzling Gleam. So this is a mixed Gallade with Drain Punch and Dazzling Gleam. Not sure what else we're going to see from this thing. So I was like, okay, if this thing does not want to go for Night Slash, Knock Off, a Retro Gallade doesn't get Knock Off and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Of course. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my Stealth Rocks because he doesn't have anything to defog or Rapid Spin those hazards. So they're going to be up permanently as long as they get them up right here, right now. And this is going to be fantastic for me. He's going to go out into this Dusknoir, and I was like, alright, so now Dusknoir just got this Will-O-Wisp thing. It's probably going to burn something on my team, and the best thing that I could go into right here is to Porygon Z. It doesn't care about being burned. It's a special attacking Choice Scarf, special attacker, so it's going to be completely alright. So I'm going to go ahead and go out into that Porygon Z. It's really the only thing on my team particularly that wants to get burnt, and you really can't do a whole bucket of rocks of a lot just to Dusknoir, just because it doesn't carry the coverage. It has elemental coverage and Stealth Rocks, so it's just able to kind of wear down some things as we go along. Now, as we learned in the last battle video, that Mew is indeed a tank. And by the way, guys, I just want to take this opportunity. I have not been able to see lately, but I have noticed a couple subscriptions this week, and I really appreciate that, guys. We have surpassed 50 watch hours. 50! In less than 30 days. I just want everybody to pause the video right now and give you guys to give yourselves, God bless America, I can't talk. You guys to give yourselves a pat on the back, because that's absolutely incredible. Anyway, I get the special attack increase as I bring in the Porygon Z and knock out that Dusknoir. It goes out to Lucario, and I was like, alright, so what is this thing gonna do? Like, I mean, I could just go for Choice Scarf Shadow Ball. What I decided to do in the end, though, is actually just to go out into Nidoqueen. I almost sacked Abomasnow here, but I figured the Ice Shard might be beneficial later to pick off his Garchomp, possibly. And I wish I could bring this play, I wish I could have this play back. As I go out into Mystique, I was like, alright, so Earth Power, there's no coverage on this team. Like, I could just go Earth Power all day and everything does. But I don't want to go Ice Beam on Lucario or Flamethrower, because if I go Flamethrower on Lucario and then he goes out into Garchomp, then I'm going to feel absolutely stupid. Earth Power is the best neutral coverage versus this entire team. And if he goes to Garchomp just on the whim, and I click Ice Beam, then I get him with Sheer Force Ice Beam plus Stealth Rocks, which probably knocks him out. I don't think this is a specially invested Nidoqueen. I believe this is a HP invested Nidoqueen with some special attack as well. Now, he does end up deciding to go out into that Garchomp. So, the Ice Beam, again, Ice Beam wasn't entirely safe versus Lucario, so it worked out fine. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Earth Power. It does a really substantial chunk of damage, about 70% to Garchomp. I know this thing can go for an Earthquake right here, and I don't particularly have anything to take it, which is why I opted this particular turn to go ahead and sack Mr. Snowmiser. Yeah, the Ice Shard's cool and whatever. I do get my Hail back up, which is going to help Jocko out with Ice Body plus basically double Leftovers recover when you factor Ice Body and Leftovers. So that's kind of a thing, you know, that definitely works out in my favor, because I basically get to sack this thing for free, which it's done enough. It's got the Hail up. It took out Electivire. But back what I was saying about Electivire, back in Gen 4 camera days, Electivire used to be one of the most terrifying things. You guys remember Expert Belt Electivire? Electivire would be so cool. Electric and Fire is such a good combination. We need that. Electivire, with its type coverage in Dominant Pearl, was about the most scary thing ever. I actually built a team around it with Empoleon back in the day, because Empoleon could take flying attacks from Electivire and so on and so forth. But of course, both of them hated ground. So, Jocko is going to come in here and eat a Stone Edge. And again, I say, bold Walrein. So now you're going to hear more. I'm going to go ahead and set up a substitute. And basically what I'm thinking here is I can protect stall the Stone Edge and 2-hit KO him with the Hail. But remember, guys, in the last battle that I covered, that I actually don't have the item on any of my Pokemon to extend the Hail turns. And that being said, there's also no Aurora Veil up. Excuse me, guys. I was trying to talk in my acid reflux, tear me apart. I do apologize for that. So, the Garchomp is going to swap out, and this is going to work out perfectly for me as it goes out to Infernape, because I have the Stealth Rocks up in case he was, like, sashed Infernape or anything like that. And I could just roar this guy out after I protect, because it's free. Like, I could just roar in close combat, or I could Ice Beam after close combats. It's completely okay with me. Now, not that I was outspeeding this fast monkey anyway, because Roar has that negative priority, but I really don't care what this thing wants to go for. He does opt to go for just basic Flamethrower, and knowing the way that I've got Jocko invested with that high HP, I'm pretty sure I could take any of that. Thinking of my EV investment, the way that this guy is set up, I think he'd actually be better in level 100s. I might test him out later on. There only will be one more battle with this team this week for Walrein. So if you guys are digging that, let me know. Let me know, guys, and we'll get to that. If you guys are enjoying this team, I do want to know kind of what you think of the Walrein team or your favorite member of the team. Either one works in the comments section below for me. And by the way, I totally forgot, the music today was actually inspired by Skyrander. His link to his channel will be down below in the description. Angel for for always helping me out. You can always click the annotation up on the right hand corner to go to Angel's latest video and check him out. He is just a trooper and been amazing. And also check out Skyrander. He's pretty cool. Swedish PokeTuber, does a lot of really cool stuff. You guys will love it. Been around a lot longer than me. I'm very, very much new to the whole circuit here. But that's okay, because we're going to go into Got K-Pop. It actually stands for Girls on Top, which is one of my favorite songs by a band, but I went ahead and did Got K-Pop because I didn't want to have any questions of the nickname or anything like that. That's fine. After the bullet punch, after the bulk up, we do take out the Garchomp, so that's fantastic. He does want to sack the Garchomp, even though he hit the Hitmontop for a very good, decent bit of damage. Lucario can definitely take me out from this range. Although, if I lived anything from Lucario, I could just click Revenge and kill it off. However, I'm actually thinking Lucario at this point is actually going to be Choice Specs. Just the way he's been playing it. He goes out into Gallade, and Gallade takes this Stealth Rock damage, and I was like, alright, so this Gallade is mixed. So, maybe Dazzling Gleam? I haven't seen the Psycho Cut, so I guess he doesn't want to go for it. That's fine. I'm just going to go for a Technician boosted +1 Bullet Punch, just to wear this Gallade down to really good revengeable range. I gotta tell you guys, I remember Oras, and I remember Gallade, Mega Gallade, being one of the most frightening things on the circuit. So with that, he's actually going to go for a Psychic as his move of choice, and we're going to live that because we have some nice, decent, base special defensive bulk. So we are going to live that really, really nicely, and of course, take him down with the Bullet Punch. Hopefully, it'll do a pretty good bit of damage at +1 after I go for the bulk up. And there goes the Bullet Punch, and Gallade does not die. It lives on what must be a sliver of HP, but I did get a critical to be fair. And the Psychic is going to take me out, so Hitmontop is definitely going to fall, and we definitely don't have K-Pop anymore. That being said, we got to decide what we need to go into here. Now, technically, looking at the moves that he has displayed, I could very easily go into Mew and Revenge this thing. However, it's also a nice time to come in with my Choice Scarfer, but I decided to go into Jocko. Just to demonstrate once again how much I love this thing and how good that it does what it does. What I decided to do is go for a Protect. It really doesn't matter because there's absolutely no Hail Up, but it works out though because it's a free turn of Leftovers recovery and free Stealth Rock damage to Infernape, so that is pretty cool. So that's nice, nice, nice. We do like that chip damage where we can get it. And I was like, you know what? I'm to the point I just want to be a massive show-off with Walrein. We're at 164 HP. I believe I can live a close combat from this thing and go for a Roar. Again, Stealth Rock damage. If we hit Gallade, then Gallade goes down. We live it on 42 HP, ladies and gentlemen. 42 HP, go for a Roar. It would actually be amazing as well to have gone for an Ice Beam as well after that. Just because of the fact, simply, that Ice Beam would have done extra damage after that close combat, lowering those defenses. Luckily, we get that Gallade in, and that Gallade does go down to the Stealth Rock damage, so that is fantastic. Sorry about that, guys. I must be having some technical difficulties. He's going to go out into this Lucario with this Walrein. So, seeing what I've seen so far, I think Aura Sphere is incoming, and at this point, Walrein has done an absolute ton of work. We've killed off 2 Mons via Roar, so that's pretty cool with Stealth Rock. Again, here Walrein Roar. He outspeeds Lucario! What is going on here? Lucario, of course, going to go for that Aura Sphere and take us down. Crit. That did absolutely no damage for a crit. I'm very, very curious how these are set up at this point. My guy, like I said, I know we didn't play on the Discord server in the Battle Hub, so if you are interested and you see this battle and you hear me talking about the battle, let me know in the comment section down below. I definitely always want to let my opponents know that I enjoy battling with them, and of course, you know, just let them know that I'm supporting them and they're supporting me when they see that kind of thing. So that's really, really cool. Earth Power, Nidoqueen outspeeding again. Very, very weird. I'm not sure. Hey, Retro, you don't know your speed tiers, so it doesn't matter. So, in comes this Infernape now, and this Infernape is going to... Again, I'm kind of worried, even though, like, the way this is, because Flare Blitz probably kills Nidoqueen, even if I'm invested in special... I believe I'm invested in special defense. Mew goes down in 2 hits. Luckily, there's no hazards up, because if hazards were up, Flare Blitz plus hazards would have devastated Mew. And if Mach Punch was boosted by Iron Fist. I don't think Porygon Z can take it. So this thing is a massive final threat that I have to deal with. And Mew stomachs that hit. Again, guys, Mew is a tank. Hashtag, it takes that hit pretty nicely. I just decide to go for Flamethrower. I do outspeed it yet again. Sorry about that, guys. Now we're going to go out into the Porygon Z, and I am so scared of Iron Fist boosted Mach Punch. I honestly believe that would take me out from full HP. Like, no cap. However, I have Nidoqueen in the back, just only in case I can live a Flare Blitz and kill this guy off if he kills me off with a Mach Punch. But, once again, he does not have the Mach Punch, so Choice Scarf Thunderbolt finishes. Thank you, my guy, Eli. That was a great game, as always. I apologize for no new video tracks for the outro. If you guys enjoyed, let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next one.